From K2 News, this is breaking news.
I'm Dave Selensky back in the K2 Weather Center. And again, we're breaking into world news tonight to give you some breaking weather information this evening. We have a tornado warning out now in parts of Marion County and also in parts of Clark County, issued by the National Weather Service at about 5:26 this evening. This tornado warning is going to remain in effect for this area until it looks like about 6 p.m. this evening. So again, we are seeing these systems that are moving up out of the south and off towards northeast. Bottom line here is, remember, with these storms, lightning can strike miles away from that parent storm. Avoid open fields, the top of buildings, trees. When you hear thunder, you go indoors. Again, with the advent of this tornado warning we now have up, capable of producing very strong winds, large hail as well. Impact out of this could be flying debris, dangerous to be caught outside. Certainly, if you can, get into a secure building as rapidly as possible and make sure you've got the roofs and the windows all closed because tree damage is also likely with this. I'll give you a timeline on this storm as well. So we're tracking off towards the northeast now, and we're about 23 minutes from this storm hitting up into the Multnomah area. So if you're in this line right now where this tornado warning is around Silverton, Scotts Mills, Mount Angel area, again, you should be taking cover away from this storm as rapidly as possible and get to a safe location. The tornado warning in this area, again, for Marion County, and for now parts of southern Clackamas County, will be in effect until 6 p.m. this evening. Or tornado warning reported by radar. We don't have any actual sightings, but radar information is indicating a tornado very likely in this area around Silverton, the Scotts Mills area, and Mount Angel, moving off towards the northeast at about 40 miles an hour at this time. We'll keep you updated, of course, for the rest of the evening, and we'll rejoin. We will try to do this. I guess it's not going to stand as long as possible, but I'll give you an idea with this system. If we get in here, and we'll do a little meteorology here. I'm going to get out of the computer and get some stuff going here. We'll take you into this, and if we can zoom on into this, for some reason our computer's locking down, but you can see it right there. That's the area we're talking about right now with that tornado warning up at this time. And again, we'll zoom on in. There you go. So it's now just to the north of the Silverton area, and you can see it's between Mount Angel and Scotts Mills area, tracking off towards the northeast at about 40 miles an hour. So again, it's this area we're talking right here where the tornado warning is in effect at this time and will be through about 6 p.m. And at this rate, you know, Multnomah could be looking at seeing some severe weather here shortly as well as you make your way up in towards parts of Clackamas County and perhaps even up into the Estacada area in the next half hour, 45 minutes. It's been a very active day weather-wise across much of the northwest. I'll pull the map out here and you can see what's going on. We had a cold front that moved on through earlier in the day, produced some very heavy rain showers across the area and gusty winds as well. Those will continue for the remainder of the evening hours. I'll pull in another map here and we'll get out of this and we'll take you into some satellite data here. We're kind of doing this on the fly as best we can, and we'll pick up satellite data and at this time move that into our computer queue here, and you can see what's going on with this system. There it is. There's that area of low pressure right there, very close to the Oregon coast this morning. It's been moving off towards the north throughout much of the day, and again, that's been causing our very active weather pattern throughout much of the afternoon, now going in towards the early evening hours. Once this clears on out and moves off towards the north later this evening, showers will be tapering off and higher pressure begins to build on in, but that'll be a slow process. And again, we're going to remain under a wind advisory for much of the Willamette Valley through at least 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, and parts of the Coast Range were remaining under a winter, but under a wind warning, high wind warning, through what looks like at least tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. So we'll bring this up for you here, our watch and warning map. Again, stay with me here because we're kind of doing this on the fly, and we'll get into this right there, and we'll scroll down to here, and here's our watch and warning map going up right now. And as you can see, high wind warnings also in effect for parts of the eastern side of the state. We have winter weather advisory up for parts of the Cascades through tomorrow afternoon. And then here's our wind advisory area up and down the entire length of the Willamette Valley, now all the way through tomorrow morning. This area you see over here is a high wind warning up. That's for parts of the Coast Range and also for the Oregon coast. Wind gusts here could be upwards of 60 to 70 miles an hour. These things should be settling down, though, by tomorrow morning as the system moves off towards the north and things begin to settle down. So again, the eyeball we're keeping on right now is that radar imagery you can see in the Scotts Mills area, now moving north at about 40 miles an hour, coming into Scotts Mills at this time with the potential of seeing a tornado. NWS at 5:26 this afternoon has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Clackamas County and northwestern parts of Marion County. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Silverton on radar, about 9 miles to the east of Salem and moving to the northeast at 40 miles an hour. Again, this is a radar indicated rotation. Not seen as of yet by anybody, but flying debris certainly could be easily generated by this storm. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur as well as tree damage being very likely. So again, NWS is saying best thing you can do, go indoors, stay in a secure room at this time until this danger passes, and that should be in about 20 minutes from right now as this system is moving off towards the northeast. Again, so we're keeping a very close eye on this. NWS is suggesting you take cover now, move to a basement or interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors or in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter to protect yourself from flying debris. And as you can see right now, that storm is still tracking off towards the northeast. If I could get some information from my producer, Caroline, where are we going to go with this now, Caroline? Any suggestions? We're still Silverton, Scotts Mills, Mount Angel area. We are staying on the air with this for the next few hours, or next few minutes, it looks like. Again, we're talking about the warning area. We're talking about is right now in the Salem area, just east of Salem. We are going to remain under a wind advisory. We're going to remain under a warning until about, it looks like, about 6 p.m. across the area. Let's bring another quick look here, pull up some more maps and show what's going on and why we're seeing this type of activity. I'm going to switch this computer into analysis mode here. There you go. And as you can see right there, there is the cell we're talking about. It's moved north of the Silverton area. It is now just outside of Scotts Mills. We can get down here into this area, and you can see we're talking in the Markham area. So if you're along Highway 213, you are in the danger zone as this storm is moving off towards northeast about 40 miles an hour. Let's pick up a little bit of track on this as well. And as you can see, we're tracking it off towards the north. We'll pull this out here, and we can get an idea of what we'll be tracking here. We'll clear that out. And there you go. Tornado warning, obviously. And then this is going to go off towards the northeast. So in this area, that's our cone, if you will, or a funnel of travel, where we could be looking at Multnomah could be getting hit with this in about 10 minutes. Now, again, this could be just some very heavy rain, thunder, lightning, and hail coming out of this, along with some gusty winds. This is a radar indicated tornado signature, not seen by anybody as of yet, and we don't have any reports of any storm damage coming out of that area at this time as well. And again, we'll be following this all the way through 6 o'clock this evening for this tornado warning down in parts of the Multnomah area, in parts of Clackamas County and Marion County. Tornado warning, again, in effect until 6 p.m. for that area of Western Oregon. Back to ABC World News Tonight.